Let's take a look at how to build an init patch on the ARP Odyssey. The Odyssey has the following sections. So now that we know the various sections, we can start building our init patch. We first move all the sliders down, including the portamento slider. We now move the switches to the up position. At this point, I prefer to transpose the keyboard to be in the middle octave. Next, we move the oscillator 1 frequency slider to the middle. We will obviously need to tune it at some point, but for now, we'll leave it at the middle so that we have something audible we can work with. Next, in the mixer section, we send the oscillator 1 into the filter. We do that by moving the VCO1 slider up. We won't hear anything at this point because the filter is shut. So the next thing we need to do is open up the filter, and we can do that by moving this VCF frequency slider up. We still won't be able to hear anything yet, and that's because the VCA is closed. What we want is for the keyboard to trigger an envelope to control the VCA. The way to do that on the Odyssey is simply to move this slider below the VCA gain slider all the way up. Now this affects the level to which the AR envelope here controls the VCA, and you can think of this as the master volume of the Odyssey. At this point, we should have our init patch and be able to hear something when we play the keyboard. And with that, we are done building our init patch. The reason this is called a gated sawtooth patch is because the AR envelope is like a gate. There's no attack, there's no release, and maximum sustain. It basically goes from on to off. So when we press a key, it immediately reaches its maximum volume since there's zero attack. It stays at that volume when we hold on the key since the sustain is at maximum, and then immediately goes back to zero volume when we let go since there is no release. Also, when this switch is in the up position, which we set up at the beginning, it's the sawtooth wave from the oscillator that goes into the filter, and hence it's called a gated sawtooth patch. So now we have a basic init patch. We can build on this and create new sounds. Given the flexibility of the Odyssey, we have limitless possibilities for sound design starting from this very basic patch. Alright, I hope that was helpful.